Hey, it's a new product from Sunricher. NFC enabled DALI D4i LED driver with linear metal housing. Max output power 40 watts. Work with DALI devices or push dimmer. 500 to 1050 milliamperes current selectable via NFC program tool. Min.current gear lower to 0.1 milliamperes. DALI Address group scene setting via NFC program tool. Class 2 power supply, isolated design. Amplitude CCR dimming, smooth and deep dimming, flicker free. Wiring. Connect to the LED. DALI signal input. AC or DC power input. Let's take a look at the dimming effect. Work with DALI devices or as a D4i driver. We have connected a 30-watt CCT LED, AC power input. As a D4i driver, a DALI 1-panel switch is connected. Off. On. Reduced brightness. Smooth and deep dimming, flicker free. Increase brightness. Cold white. Warm white. Scene 2. Scene 1. It can work with push dimmer. Off. On. Long press to reduce brightness. Long press to increase brightness. Double-click to switch to CCT mode. Long press to adjust color temperature to cool white. Long press to adjust color temperature to warm white. Let's look at the dimming effect from the front. The minimum current compensation is 0.04%. You can set it lower to get a lower minimum brightness. On. Long press to reduce brightness. Smooth and deep dimming, flicker free. It's at minimum brightness. You can lower the minimum current compensation to get a lower minimum brightness. How to set up DALI LED driver with NFC tool. Enter SR NFC tool. You can download it from Google Play or App Store. Add a configuration. Copy from a device. Align the position of the NFC component. The NFC element is here, the white piece. The side will be easier to scan successfully. Successful copy. Save. Type a name and save the configuration. Click to enter configuration. Unlock it. Click the options. Select the configuration you want to modify, or select all. We can set the max level, slider settings, or adding subtracting the value. Set min level, fade time for switching the lights on and off, and also for scene switching. The default is 2.8 seconds. Fade rate, dimming rate for long press buttons. The default value is 7. Short address, set the DALI address, for example set to 1. Groups, set up grouping, which can be divided into multiple groups. Power on level. Mask is the memory. When set to mask, power up will return to the last state. Power on CCT. System failure level. System failure CCT. Scenes are edited here. For example, Scene 1 is set to maximum brightness and warmest. Scene 2 is set to maximum brightness and coolest. Target current, set the target current according to the power of the luminaire. For example, for a 30 watts lamp, set the target current to 550 milliamperes. Min current gear lower to 0.1 milliamperes. Yes, you can set the current to 550.1 mA. Dimming curve, linear or logarithmic selectable. Logarithmic is a more comfortable dimming curve. Default CCT coolest, 6500K based on fixture settings. CCT step, the smaller the value the smoother the dimming. Default CCT warmest set to 2700K. Physical CCT coolest set to 6500K. Physical CCT warmest set to 2700K. Minimum current compensation, it can be used to modify the minimum brightness. Recommended value is determined by the target current. If it's not dark enough, then make it smaller. Changing it smaller will give you a lower minimum brightness, but too small will turn the light off. Constant lumen output, CLO. With CLO turned on, the driver will automatically reduce the brightness in the early stage and increase the brightness in the later stage, so that the luminaire always maintains the same brightness during use. Once you've made your changes, click Set All Attributes. Align the position of the NFC component. Write configuration. Write successful, done. Each parameter can be set individually. For example, if you want to change the short address. Once you have made the changes, click on Write below. Then you can change the address individually without changing other parameters. Well, that's all we have to say about DALI NFC configuration. Thank you for watching.